Welcome, my friends. What if I told you that everything you've ever wanted, the perfect job, your dream home, the love of your life, is already yours? And not just in some distant future, but right here, right now. What if you could unlock the power to manifest anything in your life, simply by shifting your self-concept? In today's video, we're diving into the law of assumption as taught by Neville Goddard, one of the most profound spiritual teachers of the 20th century. But there's something especially exciting I'm going to share with you in the end, an overlooked secret from Neville's teachings that will completely transform the way you manifest. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how the law of assumption works, but you'll be able to apply it practically so effectively that it might just blow your mind. Ready to manifest your reality? Let's dive in. Before we dive into the law of assumption, let's talk about self-concept. Imagine for a second everything you're experiencing in your life right now, everything, is a mirror reflection of how you perceive yourself. This is your self-concept. It's like an invisible filter through which the world reflects back at you. Now, I know that might sound a bit woo-woo at first, but think about it. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to effortlessly attract success, love, or abundance while others struggle endlessly, no matter how hard they try? The difference is not their actions, but their beliefs about themselves, their self-concept. And here's where things get really interesting. What if I told you that you could change your self-concept, and by doing so, you could rewrite your entire reality? Stick with me, because in a few moments, I'm going to show you how, using the law of assumption, you can intentionally shift your self-concept and begin manifesting the reality of your dreams. But first, let's explore how Neville Goddard explains this profound idea. Born in 1905, Neville Goddard was a mystic and teacher who preached one simple truth: your imagination is God, and your life, your reality, is shaped by whatever you assume to be true, not by chance, not by luck, but by the assumptions you hold about yourself and the world. This, my friends, is the law of assumption. Here's what Neville said: assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and it will manifest. It sounds simple, right? But let's break it down. Neville's idea is that your external world is a direct reflection of your inner assumptions. If you assume yourself to be wealthy, confident, loved, or healthy, regardless of what the outer world tells you, eventually reality will bend to match your assumption. So how do you do that? How do you start thinking like the person who already has what you want? Okay, here's where it gets fun. Manifestation isn't just about wishful thinking or mindlessly repeating affirmations. Neville teaches us to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. But what does that mean? It means you need to embody the version of yourself that already has what you desire. I'm going to share 3 practical steps with you now that you can start using immediately to shift your self-concept and tap into the law of assumption. First, visualization. Neville was a huge proponent of imaginative rehearsal. Every night as you're falling asleep, and this is important because Neville calls this the state akin to sleep, imagine yourself in a scene where your desire has already manifested. Feel the emotions of having it right now. For example, if you want to manifest a new job, visualize yourself sitting at your dream desk, getting that call with the job offer, or celebrating your success. Let it feel real. Next is affirmations, but not just any affirmations. You have to craft affirmations that align with your new self-concept. Instead of saying "I will be successful," say "I am successful," "I am abundant," "I am loved." This is key. Your subconscious doesn't work on future desires. It works on present realities. Speak to yourself as if you already are the person you wish to become. And finally, living in the end. This is Neville's golden rule. To manifest anything, you must act, feel, and think as if your wish is already fulfilled. This doesn't mean you need to go out and pretend to have millions in your bank account if you don't. But internally, carry the energy of someone who is financially free, loved, or healthy. The magic lies in consistently holding this inner state, despite what outer reality might show. Reality is just catching up to your new self-concept. Be patient, but persistent. Now, at this point, you're probably fired up and ready to manifest everything, right? But wait, before you rush off to create your vision board, let's talk about the most common mistakes people make when using the law of assumption and how to avoid them. First mistake: doubt. When you start shifting your self-concept, It's common for old limiting beliefs to pop up. Can I really do this? Is this even real? Let me tell you, that doubt is the old self fighting to stay alive. But the more you persist in your new assumptions, the weaker those doubts become. Second mistake, focusing on the lack. If you keep noticing what you don't have, that's what you're going to manifest more of. Neville says you must dare to assume you are the person you wish to be. When you focus on what's missing, you're reinforcing the old self. Instead, celebrate the small wins, the small signs of manifestation. And there's one final mistake I see people make, but I'm saving that for the end because it's one of the most important Neville secrets, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Now, if you're wondering if this really works, let me share a few incredible stories from people who've mastered the law of assumption. One woman, Sarah, was stuck in a job she hated and had been looking for a way out for years. She used Neville's technique of living in the end, imagining herself every night in her dream job. Within weeks, she received a job offer that seemed to come out of nowhere at a company she had forgotten she'd even applied to. Or take John, who had struggled with financial lack for most of his life. He started assuming himself to be abundant, using affirmations like "I am wealthy and financially secure." Within months, he began receiving unexpected income and opportunities, eventually turning his financial situation around. These stories are not just coincidences. They're a testament to the power of changing your self-concept and applying the law of assumption. So what about you? What will you manifest with this knowledge? And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the hidden Neville Goddard secret that most people overlook. This is the final piece of the puzzle that can supercharge your manifestation process. Throughout his teachings, Neville emphasized something subtle but incredibly powerful: feeling is the secret. But there's more. It's not just about feeling the end result. It's about immersing yourself completely in the sensation and belief of the wish fulfilled as if it's happening right now. Here's the overlook technique before falling asleep. Imagine you're in a conversation with someone about your success. Feel the excitement, the pride, the joy, and then let it blend into your sleep. This saturating feeling with your self-concept at the moment before sleep accelerates the manifestation process. Why? Because your subconscious mind is most receptive at this time, and it's absorbing the state you leave it in. So if you imagine and feel your desires intensely as you drift into sleep, your subconscious will work on manifesting it effortlessly. So there you have it, the law of assumption, self-concept, and Neville Goddard's incredible teachings in action. Remember, changing your self-concept is not about pretending, it's about truly embodying the version of yourself that already has what you desire. By applying Neville's techniques, from imaginative rehearsal to affirmations and living in the end, and avoiding common pitfalls, you can create the life of your dreams. And don't forget that final secret we discussed: using your feelings to saturate your subconscious before sleep can drastically accelerate your manifestation results. Now, go out there and start creating the reality you've always wanted. Did you enjoy this deep dive into Neville Goddard's teachings? If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more insights, and share this video with anyone who could use a bit of manifestation magic in their life. And if you have any questions or success stories of your own, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're using the law of assumption to change your life. Until next time, remember, your imagination is the key to your reality. Keep creating, keep dreaming, and stay magical.